The losing streak is finally over, and I'm honestly so grateful. Like, after losing to Brighton 2-1, Man City 4-0, PSG 2-0, finally Liverpool have won a game, and we've been able to beat Fulham 2-0. And Fulham has been a team where Arne Slot has clearly struggled to beat, but winning today was just such a breath of fresh air, especially because we're trying to get into the Champions League again next season, and this Champions League qualification has been terrible in terms of how Liverpool have done all season. But finally getting a win and at least securing fifth position till at least the very next week, because Chelsea play against Man City and we don't know how that game is going to go. But honestly, I'm so happy to see this 2-0 win and a clean sheet as well. It feels nice. But more importantly, in this game, we saw Rio Ngumoha completely play so well. And this is a player that I'm just so happy is in a Liverpool squad. At the age of 17, this guy is dribbling and embarrassing some defenders. And his goal today was supreme. This guy had such a great finish in this one. And I'm super happy that this guy plays for Liverpool. And I really hope he starts to get more minutes. Also, Mohamed Salah getting back on the score sheet. I think that's a fantastic one for him, because looking at how the PSG game went and he was not even subbed on at all. He didn't even warm up. So I'm just happy he was able to get something positive for himself in this game, because his farewell tour, I have to say that I'm a bit worried that he's not even having fun on his farewell tour. But at least he's trying his best to get into the team and get some goals. And whatever he needs to do, he's going to do. Robertson was also really good in this game, which also made me really happy. So overall, happy for the win. But I just want to talk about some of the things I noticed in this game. But let's get into it. So first and foremost, like I said, Rio Ngumoha, this guy is literally playing so well. Like I said, 17 years old, and he's already playing so well. Yeah, he's already playing so well. I'm really happy to see that for him. That goal in the 36th minute, my goodness, the way he turned the defender and just kept on, moving, his twists and turns. This is what I love about seeing wingers who are still brave enough to make decisions like that. I feel like football has become so robotic. It's like everybody just makes the same decision all the time. But there's something very nice about seeing a winger who's very skillful, who's quick, who can dribble, who can get past his man, who can challenge his marker. This is always something I really like to see, and Rio Ngumoha is showing me that at the age of 17. So just imagine how he's going to be when he's 20 or 21. This guy is the one for the future, and I'm really happy that he's here on the Liverpool squad team. I'm really happy to just see it in general. And honestly, the goal was just so well taken. It was a beautiful goal, and I'm really happy for him and his celebration as well. It's just happy. It just makes me happy to see a young player who's just having fun and also playing really well and also helping us to secure this Champions League spot. He has his part to play, and I'm so grateful that he's doing well. So hopefully his confidence can continue to build, and hopefully Arne Slot can give him more minutes. Now, I understand he's still 17. There's still a lot of time to develop. He's not the finished article yet. There's still a lot he must learn. He's not perfect. But I really do believe that this guy is one for the future, and we need to start giving him more minutes so he can gain that confidence that he needs to keep pushing and trying to become a better player as time passes. So really happy to see him score today, and honestly, special talent. He deserves more minutes, in my opinion. He should probably be starting more games, at least coming off the bench earlier, even if he's not going to start games. So I'm really happy for him, and hopefully his development continues. But next up, I want to talk about Mohamed Salah, who was also on the score sheet today. Now, Salah, I felt so bad for him watching that PSG game. He didn't even smell the pitch. He didn't even warm up. I think even if he warmed up, it was not for a long time. He already knew he was not going to play any minutes in that game. So seeing him play today, I think that was just fantastic, especially when you consider the fact that before the PSG game, he missed a penalty against Manchester City, which is not anything that's going to encourage you as a footballer in terms of your form. He's already had a really below par season by his own standards. So the fact that he came today, started the game, and actually got a goal as well. Vintage Salah, in my opinion, just a wonderful shot that ends up in the back of the net. It's just great to see for him, and especially now that he's about to leave the team, it makes me really happy that he's able to get some goals in his catalogue before he leaves, because this is a football player that has been absolutely fantastic for Liverpool. So I want him to continue to do well in every single game he has left to play for us at Anfield. He's an absolute legend, and it really makes me happy to see that he's still getting on the score sheet and doing well. So I'm really happy to see him play. Like I said, the PSG game, he didn't play any minutes, and it just made me feel really sorry for him. I understand he's not been at his best, and sometimes he does deserve to be benched, but really and truly, this is a player that he can still bring out the goods if he needs to, or when he has to, or if he has the chance to. But yeah, I'm really happy to see that he had something good for this particular game and took a bit of the weight off of his shoulders based on the pressure and the frustration he must have been feeling with not being in great form this season. So really good to see that. I do have to talk about the way Liverpool played today because it was very disappointing to see that we conceded 19 shots. Now, obviously, none of them entered the net, but 19 shots against Fulham makes me a bit worried. Only about 4 of them were on target, 4 saves from Ahmad, which is a very good one for him to have. But like I said, 19 shots. I'm worried because this is the same stadium that we're going to play against PSG, and PSG will surely create chances at Anfield. Remember, Liverpool are 2 goals down, so if they do want to even have a chance, which I don't think is going to happen, if they do want to have a chance at this game, they have to go and attack. And if we're attacking, it means we're going to leave a lot of space behind, which is already a problem that we have. Our midfield is as open as ever. Our defense, PSG clearly know how to breach it. So I worry about the number of shots we're going to concede against PSG on Wednesday or Tuesday. I do worry about it a bit. I think it's Tuesday. So it does make me worried. I think PSG will be more ruthless. They won't be as forgiving as Fulham were in this game. So it makes me worry a bit. I really do hope that Slot has a plan. I do think we're going to go out of the Champions League. I don't think we're coming back into this one. I would love to see it. I would not complain if we see a comeback. Who's going to ever complain about your team advancing in the Champions League and going to the semi-finals? I wouldn't complain, but I just don't want to get my hopes up. And I think, objectively speaking, PSG are far better. They've also had an extra game to rest. They didn't play this weekend, so their next game, literally after that game, is going to be against us. So they've had about a week to rest, just about 6 days to rest. So I worry about how that game could go, but right now I'm trying to stay positive and be happy about this win today. I think right now with that win, it obviously keeps us a few more points above Chelsea before Chelsea play against Man City. I really hope that Man City can win that game because it helps, my Arsenal hate to continue, and it also helps Chelsea to stay below us and give us a bit of a cushion in that top 5, because it looks like top 5 will get us to the Champions League next season. So I think that makes me really happy. So 5th place officially will get you into the Champions League, and basically if Arsenal can have a bit of a problem going into the title race, going to the final few weeks of the title race, I would not complain. I don't have a problem with Arsenal. It's just the fans. They're very noisy, and they wouldn't let me hear the end of it. However, I still do think that Slot is not the guy. I'm just going to say now, yes, we won the game. I don't want to talk too much. I don't want to have too many negative thoughts in this one. But we won the game, which is really good, and I'm happy about that. I think right now, we just need to make sure we qualify for the Champions League. And this win did a good job for us, helping us get towards the Champions League next season. So qualify for the Champions League and let the man go. That's my opinion. Let the man go. I don't think he's the right guy for the job. Clearly, he doesn't have a plan B, and that makes me feel very uncomfortable. When things aren't going well, you can just see that everything he tries does not work. So it makes me really worried about how he coaches this team. But ultimately, like I said, a win is a win. Top 5 looking more promising, especially if Chelsea do not pick up a win tomorrow, which is what I hope for as a Liverpool fan especially. I think that will do a load of good for us, because one problem I've had with Liverpool this season is that when everybody else is messing up, Liverpool will also mess up. So when you have the chance to really capitalize on other people's poor results, Liverpool will show you that they're not ready to pick up things. So the fact that they won in this game makes me really happy. Hopefully, maybe Aston Villa can drop points, Manchester United drop points, Arsenal have already dropped points, Chelsea could drop points. But objectively, that's not really the problem. I think Liverpool just need to keep winning their games, focus on themselves, and keep getting those wins. But that's it for this one. Make sure you like the video if you've gotten this far. I think I'll really appreciate that. Like the video, share with a friend if you think they might enjoy this kind of content. And most importantly, subscribe. We're on the road to 500 subscribers, and I really appreciate if you watching could be one of those people who makes it 500 subscribers. Thank you so much for watching this far. And before you leave, make sure you watch one of these videos, and I'll see you guys there. Cheers.